Hi, I'm Jayl Lazega. As my social media friends and followers know, I love to travel. My wife Susie and I especially like experiencing cities, towns, and countries the way they're experienced by locals. Eating, touring, staying in popular neighborhoods. So, like millions of other people, that makes options like Airbnb and VRBO perfect for us. But are Airbnb, VRBO, and similar hotel substitutes good for community associations? Most community association boards of directors and property managers think the answer is no. And I agree. I think these short-term rental programs raise two main concerns for community associations. One, a greater level of transiency of people staying in the community. And this can increase safety risks for the community. And two, a greater likelihood of conduct or activities that disrupt life in the community. Of course, this doesn't mean that Airbnb and similar programs always will create issues for communities, or that guests of these programs are certain to be a bigger problem for the community than residents and owners in your community. I may be a wonderful visitor to your community, but the nature of this transient stay creates potential issues that are less common with longer-term residents. By its nature, services like Airbnb are intended to provide short-term accommodations for transients who are going to be provided full access to your entire community, usually without the property owner present. These transients likely are unaware of community regulations, and in many cases, because of the short nature of their stay, they may be less motivated by our goal of being good neighbors to other residents in the community. Most importantly, they often are provided gate codes and other means of access into our communities. They come and go without the board of directors having any idea who they are, much less a way to contact them if issues arise. We can't deny that this creates risks for communities that are not as common with homes or units occupied by permanent residents. And it never is wrong for your board of directors to be concerned for the safety and security of your community residents. Next, the second issue, nearly every community association has covenants or regulations that are designed to try to promote and maintain a peaceful, enjoyable, neighborly community. In reality, most of us would live together fine as good neighbors without covenants and regulations. But that, of course, is not true in every situation, and that's why covenants exist. In some cases, these disruptions to the community may come from the few who just have no care or concern for their neighbors. But in most cases, the issues aren't created by bad people, just by people who are distracted by life's activities, short on time, or unfamiliar with the regulations. The likelihood of these situations certainly is greater with transients than with permanent residents. This is why many community associations have covenants regulating these issues. Your community may have specific regulations on leasing or transient stay at the community. Or your community may have restrictions on commercial or business use of homes or units. Airbnb and other short-term transient rental programs may violate your community covenants, and this may give your board of directors a right to prevent this short-term stay. Like with any other community issues, it's important to review and understand your community covenants and regulations to know what your rights are and what your association can do. So, how do you even know if owners are renting their properties through sites like Airbnb? Easy. Just check those websites. You might even find reviews from me talking about how much I loved staying in the community. If you have questions about Airbnb or similar programs in your community, or you'd just like to talk to us about your community, we would love to hear from you.